Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom, this is Calvin X Baker TV here. So time for another prediction video, as it's this Sunday night. We have the Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football in Week 14. And, well, coming down to the home stretch of this season. And we are 11-1, tied with the Detroit Lions for the best record in the NFL. And we have already clinched a playoff spot, so we are in the playoffs for a ninth consecutive season, and we have a chance with a win in this one. We would clinch the AFC West for a ninth consecutive year, and yeah, so that's all we have to do is win against the Chargers, and we are division champs again, and really we could have a one seed clinched before our season finale game. So, depending on what happens to us and the Buffalo Bills as well. So, and this will not be an easy matchup facing Chargers, who are 8-4, would be in the playoffs if the season ended today. One of the top defenses in the league. And, well, the Chiefs coming off that crazy 19-17 win last Friday against the Las Vegas Raiders, in which the Raiders were in field goal range, potentially could have gotten the win if it was not for a fumble, as the Raiders center snapped the ball too early. The Chiefs recovered, and yeah, that's how that game ended. That was a wild ending, and yeah, and I mean literally every game this season, except for I think two, have come down to the last play, and have been decided on the last play, and yeah, and I expect that to be again in this one. We've had so many low-scoring games, and do like seeing all of these close finishes. Definitely is exciting, but come playoff time, you kind of don't want to see that. You really, want to have a blowout game at some point. So, and we played the Chargers back in Week 4 in LA, and we beat them in that one 17-10. In that game, that was when Rashee Rice got hurt, tore his ACL, was ruled out for the season, and Mahomes had 245 yards in that one. Travis Kelce had 89 yards. That was his first real big game of the season. And Xavier Worthy had a 54-yard touchdown reception. And yeah, the Chargers 8-4. Of course, led by quarterback Justin Herbert, who has just one interception this season. 13 touchdowns, just one pick. And yeah, that one interception I think actually came against the Chiefs. No, actually it came all the way back in Week 2. His lone interception did against Carolina, ironically. So yeah, just one pick. He's had another outstanding year. And Chargers team, after missing out in the playoffs last year, likely will be going back this season, led by their first-year head coach John Harbaugh. So, and they're led by rookie receiver Ladd McConkey, who's had an outstanding year, though he actually is questionable for this game, with a shoulder and knee injury. But has 4 touchdowns, could possibly get to 1,000 yards receiving. So, Ladd McConkey, the rookie receiver out of Georgia. So, and yeah, this Chargers team has an outstanding defense. They had 4 interceptions last week, picked off Kirk Cousins of the Falcons 4 times, including a pick 6. So, Herbert didn't even have 200 yards passing last week. In fact, their lone touchdown came on that pick 6. So, and yeah, and well, the Chiefs, we are without kicker Harrison Butker and Spencer Schrader both on IR. So had to rely on again kicker Matthew Wright, who hit 4 field goals last week. And yeah, so he's looked good. However, Butker, I've heard, could possibly return for our next game next Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. So, but yeah, Matthew Wright still has looked good. Spencer Schrader placed on IR with a hamstring injury. So, initially, hopefully, we could avoid IR, but couldn't. So, but yeah, so I was really struggling in the red zone. We went just 1 for 5 last week. And, really hope we can change that around. But this Chargers team has a very good defense. And every time we play the Chargers, ever since they got Justin Herbert, they've been one of the best in the league. The Chargers have 11 turnovers. That's the third most in the NFL, behind Pittsburgh and Buffalo. And they are also top 10 in the league in sacks. They're also allowing just over 200 yards a game. So, and yeah, and also receiver Hollywood Brown, who has not played a game all season for the Chiefs, could return before the regular season ends, which would be huge. Thought he was going to be out for at least the entire regular season, but could be back sooner than expected, and could be back as soon as our Christmas Day game against the Steelers. So, and yeah, so you've already clinched a playoff spot. Us and the Buffalo Bills, the only team that have clinched playoff spots. The Bills have actually already clinched the AFC East. So, and if the Bills win out and we happen to lose the game, one of our final 5 games, then they would be the 1 seed. But if we win out and the Bills lose at least 1, then we would be the 1 seed. I'm not sure who would have the 1 seed if both us and the Bills lose once in our final 5 games, but we definitely do have a tougher schedule. But the Bills do play a key game Week 15 against the Detroit Lions. That'll be a huge potential Super Bowl preview in that one. So, but anyway, I think this will be another nail-biting game. I'm going to say Chiefs will win in this one and be AFC West Division champs again. I'm going to say 20-17. Yeah, so I think it will be another low-scoring game, but I think we will somehow manage to get it done, and probably will come down to the final play of the game, maybe another game-winning field goal. Who knows? So, anyway, till Sunday against the Chargers, Comics are saying, go Chiefs.